Route 66, Route 66. We'll drive around the classic cars, pick up chicks and biker bars. It doesn't matter where we are, as long as we're on Route 66, Route 66.
California, I am here, looking for hot chicks and beer. Bikinis on beaches look great in the sun. I never thought I could have so much fun. A biker chick said, let's get a beer on the Santa Monica Pier. I never thought I could be freer. California, I am here. Okay, we're on the home stretch. This is the first leg of the 9th day of your 10-day Route 66 ride. I'm Insane Sam, and I'm about to guide you on today's trip from Barstow to Pasadena, California. This is a great ride, especially between Barstow and Victorville. It's along a rural part of California's old Route 66. Let's get you the directions. Go to route66mc.com and go to the right-hand column to find Get Directions. Put Barstow in the Leaving From box and Pasadena in the Heading To box. Click on Get Directions, and turn-by-turn directions between those two towns is going to pop up. So let's get going. Barstow just kind of fades away as you head out of town toward Lenwood. It's pretty ratty through here. Hodge has the 2 6's company sign. I didn't know what this place was for years, but it turns out it's a cattle ranch. Anyway, it's a cool sign. Newton's Towing in Helendale has an old Poly gas station sign that has a large parrot and the prices for gas in a bygone era. I can't remember when gas was 18.9 cents a gallon, but I can remember when it was under a quarter. Helendale also has the Bottle Tree Ranch. This has hundreds of colorful bottles on metal stands arranged to look like trees. There are a lot of Route 66 and other roadside artifacts. Be careful or you'll breeze right past this place. Keep a lookout for a sign directing you to Roy Rogers' Double R Bar Ranch. That's kind of cool. When riding into Oro Grande, you're finally going to hit some soft curves and hills after being on these straightaways that you were on out of Barstow. You're going to come to the Iron Hog Saloon. In the 1890s, this was a Wells Fargo switching station, and it's been a bar since the 1930s. Roy Rogers' ranch was nearby, and Roy and Dale Evans were frequent guests. They each carved the brand of the ranch into the bar. And this place was in the movies Easy Rider, Poker Run, and Aaron Brockovich. Today, the Iron Hog's an old school biker joint that seems to open, close, then open pretty frequently. When it's open, it has everything an old school biker could want. Cold beer, booze, an outside patio, go-go dancers, food, and a big property outside where you can have live entertainment and cookouts. I was there one slow night drinking Crown with the owner. There are a bunch of chicks in there making homemade hard candies that were going to be handed out at an event they had that weekend. I grabbed a red one and popped it in my mouth. Tasted a little odd. I mentioned that to one of the confectioners that the candy tasted funny. She told me that's because they were all laced with pot. No more of that stuff for me. The last time I went there, they'd been closed down for having unlicensed strippers. On your way to Victorville, you're going to find Emma Jean's Holland Burger. This place opened in 1947 as the Holland Cafe by Bob and Catherine Holland. It has a national following. The movie Kill Bill was filmed there, and it was featured on dives, drive-ins, and diners. Next is Victorville, and it's different. The first time I stayed in Victorville, I planned to stay at the New Corral Motel because it had a really distinctive restored neon Route 66 sign with a big rearing palomino. I asked a local guy about the motel, and he euphemistically told me that I could meet some chicks there. Well, not to be deterred, I stopped into a local bar and asked about the New Corral, and the bartender told me that if I stayed there, I definitely would get robbed. Well, so much for the New Corral. Maybe it's a great place. I don't know. I didn't stay there. I wound up staying at the Green Tree Inn, which was pretty worn, but was overall okay. Plus, it had its own bar and restaurant. I didn't meet any chicks, but at least I didn't get robbed. I Googled local bars, and it looked like a place called Teasers was the place to go. I asked the clerk in the lobby at the Green Tree how to get there, and she told me, don't go there. It got closed because 2 people were murdered there 2 days ago. So much for Teasers. I looked for another bar and wound up at Johnny Finger's Sports Bar. Turned out to be a pretty friendly place with cold beer, good food, and good drinks. While I was there, someone came in and asked if we had any news about a shooting that had happened at the Dollar General down the street. The bartender told him, hey, I heard about it a couple hours ago. The guys who just came in said, yeah, well, the police just got there. Like I said, Victorville was different. But while you're in Victorville, be sure to visit the California Route 66 Museum. It's in a 5,000 square foot facility that once was a Red Rooster restaurant. They have rotating displays of Route 66 memorabilia the museum owns, as well as borrowed exhibits. There are a lot of photos of Victorville and the surrounding area during old Route 66 days. If you're hungry, just before getting on I-15 heading toward Devore and San Bernardino, try Richie's American Diner. It's been around only about 30 years, but it has a real 1950s feel. There's a black and white tiled checkered floor, turquoise upholstered booths, and a really nice luncheonette counter. They smoke their own hams, chickens, steaks, and other meats, and they have a bunch of vintage photos about Route 66. The next town is Devore, and you'll have to get on I-15 to get there, but it's a beautiful ride with great mountain vistas going over Cajon Pass. You'll get off the interstate to follow the old road through a canyon that follows some railroad tracks with I-15 over 150 feet above your head. This short ride is one of the prettiest on California's Route 66, so don't be tempted to skip it. At the Devore exit off of I-215, if you go right instead of left towards San Bernardino, you'll hit the Screaming Chicken Saloon. Hey, we're at the Screaming Chicken Saloon in San Bernardino, California, and I'm going to tell you all about this place. Here at the Screaming Chicken Saloon, wannabes and grubs, they can't get in. They got beer but no whiskey or gin, none of that at the Screaming Chicken. This is a hardcore biker bar, the chicks will give you fits. They don't care just who you are, they love to flash their great big hips. This is a place with a lot of luck for finding friendly chicks. When a hot one comes up and says cluck, 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 I know she wants to take me upstairs to drink. I know this place may not have class, at least not to get a piece of pie. Songs about folks, so I think that I will get a cold beer in a glass. Yeah, I'm here at the Screaming Chicken Saloon, been drinking here all afternoon. I'll drink till I drop and come back soon to sing this crazy chicken tune, to sing this crazy chicken tune, to sing this crazy tune. This is a big-time biker joint. The sign says hot babes and not for posers, rubs, or wannabes, and they mean it. The only problem is they only serve beer and wine. There's no whiskey. They have stripper poles, and they actually sell pasties, so impromptu strippers don't have to worry about carrying their own pasties with them if they want to strip. If you're on your bike on this trip, this place is worth a stop. Okay, this is the end of the first leg of the 9th day of your 10-day Route 66 ride. On the next leg, you'll be in Pasadena, where the little old lady is the terror of Colorado Boulevard. But before going to the next video, please hit the subscribe button so you can get notices of when I post new videos and other useful information you might otherwise miss. Also, if you leave your comments on this video, I'll do my best to respond to them. Okay, Insane Sam out.